and visit the Lake Woodruff Wildlife Refuge. We're going to go in here and see what we can find and do a little walk around. Beware. He's hoping maybe to see an alligator today. They tell a little bit about them. When you're out here, you'll see an alligator's head will be just above the water like that. Sometimes you can't tell whether it's a stump, a log, or what it is. Alligators lay eggs. And they tell you to be careful. Do not feed alligators. Swim during the daylight hours. Oh, that you're supposed to swim, because they'll be around. I've seen them out here. All right, we're out here at the Lake Woodruff Wildlife. We're gonna do a little walk around the area, and hopefully we can find some interesting things to show you.
Hi, welcome to Lake Woodruff. It's a chilly morning out here.
All right, we're gonna do a little walk here. It's cold. I don't know if Sue's gonna stay out here or not. She'll stay for a while, and if she gets too cold, she can go to the car. So
me and ankle won't allow me to walk clear around here.
So we're gonna take a little walk. I gotta get her to take my glasses and throw them up here on my neck, because I can't walk and see the glasses on.
How's that?
Yep, just so they hang out there.
Be careful.
It will be careful. So sometimes you'll see gators in this little pond right here. This is quite a stunt that I'm working on here, holding two cameras at the same time. I'm actually shooting a 360 video, and at the same time as I'm walking around here. I don't know how far the mile. I should have looked on the little sign back there to see how far it is all the way around here. Probably getting a lot of wind noise on the 360 camera. But I have a wind muffler here on my GoPro. Hopefully that's taking a lot of the noise away. Probably look like a circus performer walking around here. Been hearing some helicopters around, and don't know what they're doing. Could be a military exercise. To keep your eyes open for critters. There is snakes out here. I have seen otters. All kinds of wildlife stuff here, and it's a wildlife area, and so there should be. All right, we're getting out here into the sunshine now. Should be able to be a little warmer. Okay, might have had an error on my card on the 360 there. Got to invest a couple more SD cards. These trees look kind of cool here. They just a nice pretty blue sky behind them, and with windy, you'll probably see the Spanish moss moving around here on the sky. You can see a lot of the plant life down there into the water. If we see a gator, it'll be because he's out in the sun sunning himself today. That goes on for a long ways out there. I don't know if you can see the birds up there. They're flying closer to me. Way on up there, there is actually a little tower that you can go up into and get a nice view out across the area here. Look at the Spanish moss on these trees. The Spanish moss grows all over these trees. It really looks kind of cool. I used to be an upholsterer. I'm a retired upholsterer, and used to hear some of the materials they would use into a upholstery. They called it horsehair, and it actually was not horsehair, it was Spanish moss. It grows in the south, covers over a lot of the trees and that, and so that's what this stuff is hanging off these trees. Not horsehair, but Spanish moss. I don't know if you can hear the birds and stuff from the wind. You can see way out across there. Looks pretty neat. You see the palms way off in the background. I believe the actual lake is kind of straight ahead of us here, in this direction right here. In this area here, I have seen otters go across the path. Different times, I don't know if it's too cold for the birds or not, but a lot of times you'll see a lot of birds and stuff out here. See a lot of birds flying out there. Looks like buzzards. Been dry here recently. We had some rain yesterday. You can see there is water laying out here. The sky is as blue as can be. Continue our walk. The wind has not gotten any less. I wanted to show you the lake over here on this side of the canal. Where these are canals, that's actually the lake over there. Should be able to see the I don't know if you call it the lookout tower, observation tower over there in the background. Let's just smooth it around. You can see a pretty view. You can see the birds they're all flying around there. And again, I was talking, this is probably the mating season in the spring. Today is March the 21st. Actually, yesterday was the first day of spring. and so it was a good day to just do a nice little walk around the Lake Woodruff wildlife area on a windy day. So we're continuing our walk out here. Hey, I'm not a walker, you know, and this wind is really brisk today, which is probably a good thing. If it was too hot, I'd probably get all out of breath. And it's very windy, but I don't know how much wind is being picked up through the mic or not. Probably quite a bit. I'll flip it back around here. This is the lookout tower. You can see it's like a crow bowing the wind. This is called the Audubon Lookout. I'm thinking this is about halfway around this trail that we walked out. And I think they have, I'm guessing this is a pump station that they can pump water to the different areas. You'll see a control valve over here. And I think they can regulate the water height. You know, this gets pretty wet out here at times during our really wet seasons, hurricanes, tropical storms. Audubon Lookout. They got a little sign up here. Tells about the wildlife you may see. All kinds of birds, birds of prey, owls, osprey, hawks. And see another canal goes way back in there. We're not going to walk all that ways, but you could. And just look how far out that goes. Quite a little ways. We're going to go up here to the top. Get it swung back around here. And see what kind of view we get up here. Got some signs up here. So this lake over here, I believe, is Lake Woodruff. Goes all the way in. It goes out into the St. Johns River. Quite a massive area out here. People love to come out here and do hikes. See these trails? There's a lot of trails, goes way back up in here. I hope this wind isn't killing my audio, but got the wind muff on, so hopefully. You can see it goes really far out across there. This area over here is where we came from. We kind of started out that group of trees over there. I wish it was a little less windy. The other direction now. Fortunately, the wind is at our back now, which is really helpful. Let's swing it back around here. Sometimes I have trouble getting it to swing around. There we go. We got it the other way. But yeah, that should be, with the wind at our backs, a little more pleasant than walking into the wind. We started out, we were over here at this other side. And now we're coming around the back side of the trail here. same view, different perspective. Got a grouping of trees over here. I was hoping to see even turtles, but with the wind, I haven't spotted no turtles, or mainly birds on this trip. We still got a little ways to go. If we're lucky, maybe we'll see some turtles or possibly an alligator. The funny thing when you're wanting to shoot an alligator, you don't see them, but if you don't have your camera with you, you'll see them all over the place. You can see some of the vegetation growing into the little water canals. Kind of a nice little area right here. We're behind these grouping of trees, and it's helped cut the wind down. All these different species of plants, I don't know what they are. That's a whole study in itself, just looking up and just seeing what each species of plants are. Let's walk over here. Thought I saw something in the water. Get it down towards the water here. No, apparently not. You gotta keep open for all kinds of critters. You never know when you're going to see them, and sometimes they take off running. By the time you get the camera to them, they're gone. Kind of a little area. Now I was thinking maybe a gator would live back in this little cove back in here, but on second thought, see, gators like to be sunned, and that's a shaded area. You can hear the wind blowing through the trees. Now if you look over here, there's a bird over here into this. Now I wanted to see this bird. I believe it's a blue heron. It's nestled up into the trees there. You can get a pretty good picture of him. Out across the back, but the nice thing about this deck here, you can look right out here over the wildlife. Let's see if we can swing around. As a bird in the air. Let's see if we can get him there. He was flying around. He was pretty close here. Yeah, you can look right up the canals here. And out across there. We're going to be kind of shooting into the sun here, so we'll see how that works out. Across all the wetlands, you can see some more birds flying out there. Pretty neat little area. This is actually looking to the south in this direction here. And as you can see, the sun is kind of cast that way to the east. And of course we'll be around here to the north. Give you some idea of the direction that you're at. And this is the west. The wind's kind of out of the northwest today. We had a little cold front come through last night. Brought some heavy storms and some threatening of tornadoes and stuff in the area. But I thought I'd just show you a little thing of this little deck. It's kind of new. This is new, and last time I've been out here. It's probably been here a little while, but since I've been here, it's new. All right, we're here on the last leg, coming around. There's this hammock trail over here. I don't know if you can see the sign behind me or not, but there's a little half-mile loop. Let's see if we can flip it around. And this is heading back. This is where we come in at, down this far in. And so we've almost made it all the way around. I suppose the walk was probably good for me. I'm not a big fan of walking. Again, there's water canals on both sides of us. You can see the wind blowing through the palm trees. A little disappointed we have not seen a turtle or a alligator. I was very much hoping to see an alligator today. That hasn't happened in this tour around Lake Woodruff. You hear him talking about the swamps and the Everglades and the sawgrass. This is sawgrass. You can see the sawgrass just goes out long ways out across there. This is a very vast area. Using this smooth cue with my GoPro today. This is I'm able to move it around and walk with a minimal amount of shake. You can still get a little bit. I thought that would be a good way to just take a little walk out here. When I say little walk, for me it's a big walk. I would have wished the wind wouldn't have been as much, but it was. It's what it is. Get another view of this sawgrass. You're down in the southern Florida there, in the Everglades, and you see the sawgrass. John Anderson lives here in Apopka, Florida, great magician. He has some Seminole wind. He talks about the sawgrass. If you haven't heard that song, listen to it. It's fun. John Anderson and Seminole Wind. This kind of reminds me of what this song he did was all about. Lake talks about the Indians and the Seminole Indians. I have Indian in my background. I believe we're Cherokee. My grandpa and mom's maiden name was Bull, B-U-L-L, like Chief Sitting Bull. And so I have an admiration for the Indians. They're original people of this land. The Indians own this land. Not saying that I do, but the Indians did. And it was taken away from them by the white man. If anything else, Indians deserve your respect, as their land was given up for us. And I saw something moving down in there. That was a turtle. I hope we was able to catch it on there. First turtle I've seen of the day. He was out there probably sunning himself. Unfortunately, the GoPro don't have zoom on it. Maybe we'll see another turtle here coming up. Sometimes you get to the end of the trail And you could just walk halfway around the other side, and that's where all the animal wildlife was at. You know, we saw a lot of birds. That was the first turtle we saw. Oh, here we go. We got an alligator. He's a big one. Let's see if we can I'm thinking he's probably, I'm guessing 8 to maybe 10 foot long. Pretty good sized gator there. I'm gonna walk around this way here. He looks kind of dark. I don't know if it's because it's cold. Far from him. I feel no danger from him because he's just sunning himself. There's nothing he wants from me. The worst thing you can do is feed him. I'm guessing he's darn close to 10 foot. I would say this was probably the exciting part of the day, and we're just down from the where we came in at. I'm going to try to get a couple more pictures of him here. Alright, we're going to leave him on. That was my goal, to catch a gator. And I finished our walk up here. Again, I was saying earlier, it's funny, you walk all the way around, you come just about to the end of your walk, and then you see gator. My goal today was to come out and see an alligator, maybe some turtles. I don't think I got any video of the turtles, but I did get the alligator. The other goal I had is not to see a snake. Now let's just hope one doesn't come out at this point. Even though I know a lot of people enjoy them, they're not my favorite animal. I hear Sue talking in the background. The wind's probably blowing just right. All right, we're coming back up to where we started from here, the end of the trail. I was pretty excited. Got to see an alligator. That was awesome. Didn't know if I was going to get to see one or not on this trip. Usually I do out here. I wish Sue could have been over here to see it with me. All right, we're finishing the tour up. Yeah, you can. All right, we've come back around to where we started from. It turned out to be a successful trip. Seen what we wanted to see. All right, we've finished our little trip through here, Lake Wild Drive. We was able to see a gator. We saw some turtles, just one. A lot of birds and that. I hope everybody enjoyed their little time. Sue's come here. She's been patiently waiting.
Hi. It's cold out here.
It's windy. I'm not so cold now, but I've been walking.
Yeah.
And so, hey, if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to see more videos like this and other ones that I put up. You can join my coffee chat, do those most every morning. So we're going to get out of here, and just hope everybody enjoyed today's little walk. It wore me out. So we'll see you guys again.